How does the contractor arrive at the methodology selection? The decision often hinges on the project's available source documents, the source validation data. The windows or TIA, the time impact methods, necessitate at minimum a baseline, and for certain techniques, contemporaneous schedules updates are very much required. In contrast, the collapsed as-built for certain methods draws from the project's daily records and impact data, enabling it use without a baseline schedule for updates. When appropriate project information is accessible for the TAA analysis, this method is typically chosen provided contractor possesses sufficient resources and expenditure. Now, considering that the TAA delay analysis and its what it stands for as a favored methodology and likely the optimal approach for examining the project delays, we will concentrate and employing this method for constructing a delay analysis. A time impact analysis involves a time estimation procedure that leverages the current CPM schedule and fragments. Fragments to anticipate and illustrate the influence of modifications and delays on project completion. Of course, a fragment represents a sequence of null activities and modified activities proposed for addition to the existing schedule. It means the changes are happening and we are going to accommodate the changes into the schedule. When executed correctly, this analysis guarantees that the depicted impacts the delay analysis did indeed elongate the project timeline. Furthermore, it can uncover concurrent delays if present. Concurrency by both the clients as well as the contractor. Now, conducting time impact analysis, the TAA involves a sequence of steps. That is what I explained here and there. Now, from the starting, very first, we are initiate the precisely determined and unaltered schedule update. This involves starting the process or accurately identifying schedule update that remains unaffected by changes or disruptions. This is how we are starting with establish for pinpoints. Now, step two, what it is indicates that documents that provide insight into the scope of changes or the nature of delays. Documents, there are some inputs are required, such as documents delineating the scope of alternatives to the characters for the delay, the nature of the delay. And coming to the next one, relevant contract stipulations are described earlier. Then third one, further details is contributed by the relevant stakeholders engaged in the project in the very who are involved very initial stage to the current stage, and the information involved from the stakeholders' inputs. So these are all the major inputs required for establishing the collect requesty supportive data encompassing. Now, accounts or altered conditions. Now here we are developing a meticulously accurate record detailing the adjustments made to the existing conditions or the delays that have been already encountered. For example, this process involves carefully organizing and articulating the modifications and the interruptions that have transpired, ensuring a comprehensive and precise descriptions. For what we are doing here, ascertain planned commencements and culmination dates. See here, we are determining the scheduled start and finish dates for all activities affected by changes in the altered, what all changes occurred and the updates are in place. This entails pinpointing the interrupted, the intended initiations and conclusion dates for each activity that has been influenced by the modifications within the unaffected updates. Now, the next step, we are just scrutinizing the unaffected updates for the following. It means, thoroughly examining the unchanged updates to access the following aspects. One, pending adjustment to the contract's designated completion date. And second is precision in the record status of activities. That is what accuracy in reporting and all. And the third one, acknowledgement of instructions for any dictated changes. And the fourth one, any additional claims or any factual delay instance occurred in the project during the updated time. So this is how the step 4 we are doing. And coming to the next step, now we are going to create the fragments. So creating the fragment, it means, create the fragments illustrating the position of the change of delay and elucidate the linkages to the current affected schedule. Now, what exactly we are doing here, we are generating the fragments that visually depict the evaluation of the change of the delay. We'll also elucidating its connection to the ongoing affected or unaffected schedule. This entitles crafting illustrative fragments that vividly portray the sequence of developments related to attention or delay, affecting a clear and comprehensive understanding of how these elements interrelate with the existing unaffected schedule. In step 7, we are integrating the fragments into the unaffected update. Recalibrate the schedule with the change or delay and scrutinize the outcomes of precision. By all means, incorporating the fragments into the untouched update, readjust the schedule to accommodate the change or delay. And meticulously, we are examining the outcomes for their accuracy. It involves seamlessly merging the fragments into the unaltered updates. So that just we are merging into the two pieces into one. Now, we are fine-tuning the schedule to accommodate the effects of the change or delay and conducting a meticulous evaluation of the resulting outcomes to ensure their almost precision. Now, the next step, we are just comparing the unaltered update with the impacted version of the uncertainty and the delay in the project completion, and identify the potential strategies for mitigating the influence of the change or delay. Now, this involves conducting a thorough evaluation of contrasting the unaffected and impacted updates in order to pinpoint the extent to the project's completion delay. Furthermore, if it necessitates identifying possible approaches to alleviate and ramification arising from the changes that occurred already, the delay occurs already in the schedule. Now, in step 9, in case multiple changes of the delay arise concurrently, chronically and cumulatively gauge the time impact. Now, for here, the result we are going to find out. If here multiple changes or delays occur simultaneously, systematically and cumulatively access the time impact generated by each change order or delay. So it means, meticulously we are including the change orders, what are the change, approved change orders, into the schedule, and we are watching how the impact is going to. This requires a methodological analysis to gauge the combined influence of concurrent changes. I mean, either party may responsible for the concurrency or delays in a very chronological manner. It is essential to comprehensively document the calculated time aspects and its impact resulting from each individual change order or delay. This is what the ninth step we are performing. And finally, we are ensuring how relevant contract classes as applicable and the facts sustaining the contractor's interpretations and the calculations of time extensions and additional compensatory measures due to what are the delay occurrences. Here, we are simply formulating the documented report that encompasses an extensive analysis of the schedule. Effectively, we are quantifying the overall time impact attributed to each change orders, the delay occurrences. This report should include the following main key elements as we discussed. Now, the very interesting part is following the contractor's completion of time impact analysis, once it is taken place or it has been completely done, several further steps are necessary for comprehensive assessment. The contractor must execute the responsibility and analyze to identify the party accountable for the delays, whether it is a contractor's delay or it is a client's delay or how this can be. Connecting the actions to accountable parties to the root cause analysis of the delays is very much essential. If both the owner and the contractor delay or any overlap, the contractors entitled to compensation for owner's delay may come under scrutiny further. And the analysis should address this concern. Often this analysis necessitates expert opinions and should be informed by pertinent class within the contract.